Welcome to Off the Court, a show dedicated to making you the best version of yourself as a player and as a person. I'm Coach Jack, CEO and owner of Close the Gate Hoops. If you're trying to take your life and game to the next level, this is the podcast for you. Let's get it.
Confidence. Confidence is something that everybody wants. It's something that a lot of people struggle with as well. All the time you see people searching up how to be confident. People think that it's just something you can read about and all of a sudden you get it. All of a sudden you're just this confident person that can walk around and do whatever and not be afraid of anything. And that's just not how it works at all. There's plenty of books out there, how to gain confidence, right? How to talk to girls, how to be confident in your sports games, how to play confidently, how to be confident when owning a business, things like that, right? And while there could be some valuable information in there, reading those that's not how you get confidence. You're not going to get it from just the act of reading these books and these articles and things like that. Confidence is a skill that you master over time. The main reason why people aren't confident is because they don't see other people as humans like themselves. When people struggle with self-confidence issues or they wish they were more confident, they think that everybody in the world is already so confident, right? And do you really believe that you are the only person struggling with self-confidence issues or things like that? That's so far from the truth. It's everybody. Everybody gets nervous in situations. Everybody has moments where they don't think they're good enough. From doing these podcasts, right, if you listen, you may view me as, oh, this guy never has any kind of issues with self-confidence. This guy, right, he has it all figured out. That is so far from the truth, right? I'm constantly working on being more confident. And I am always in plenty of situations where I do not feel comfortable. I feel like people are thinking badly of me. I feel like I'm going to mess up in a situation, right? That's all the time. It's normal. That's human nature. We're animals, right? We are going to evolve so that we survive. So when we're put in situations where we feel uncomfortable, even when it's not a life or death situation, our body is going to treat it like we are in a life or death situation, right? It's the fight or flight response. It's our body starting to sweat, our body, adrenaline rushing, blood rushing to our arms and legs, right? It's our body preparing us to either fight or flight. And that's natural for everybody. That's just part of being a human. The main point that I'm getting at here is that everybody deals with it, right? It's not just somebody. To practice confidence and to get better at being confident, right, is not through just reading things, right? It's not through looking up cheesy pickup lines to work on girls. You're not going to get confident just by, right, changing who you are. Confidence is not, oh, this person is going to like me, right? That's not confidence. Confidence is, I'm going to be fine if this person doesn't like me. Okay? Confidence is just knowing who you are. Confidence comes through repetition of things. Okay? So think about things that you are confident in doing. If you're above 16 and you drive a car, are you confident in driving a car? I'm very confident in driving a car. But was I confident in driving a car when I first started? Absolutely not, right? I almost ran my car into my garage a couple times. So no, I was not confident. So confidence comes in repetition. and doing things and getting out of your comfort zone. Okay? Think about things that you want to be confident doing. Okay? I want to open a business, but I'm afraid of failure. Okay? We talk about this all the time with Close the Gate. How do you get better at things? Failing. And I know failing sucks. Okay? It sucks. I hate failing too. I have high expectations for myself, so when I mess up at something, I hate it, right? But it's all about the framing in your mind. If you view that as growth and you view that as improvement, that's confidence building. If you want to be able to go, I keep reverting to this example just because I think it's a funny one, but if you want to be confident in going up and talking to girls, what do? How do you do that? You don't look up cheesy pickup lines on the internet. That's not how you do it. That's not going to work for you because it's fake confidence. If you want to be confident going up to girls and talking to them, go up to girls and talk to them. Here's the other thing about lack of confidence. It's fear, right? You're afraid of something happening. But if you really think about what you're afraid of happening, is it all that bad? What's about to happen? If I go up to this girl and talk to her, I mess up, I fumble my words. What happens? You say, have a nice day, and you turn around, okay? How terrible is that? You're going to forget it happened in 3 days, right? So most of the time, our fears of what's going to happen we're not really afraid of that. We're afraid of the fear that we're feeling because that fear is way, way over amplified. The fear we feel is way more than the actual effect of what we did. Okay, it doesn't compare. I'm telling you right now, it's repetition. Repetition is how you gain confidence. When I first started doing these podcasts, I can remember the first day we were sitting in our office. I had no idea what I was doing. There was a microphone on me. There was lights surrounding me. I'd never been in a situation like this. I was stuttering. I was sweating. I remember just being drenched in sweat because I was so nervous. But that's how you do it. And now I do these podcasts and I don't even think about it. I'm just talking right now. Okay? It's just repetition. It's just doing things. Get out of your comfort zone. Just go do things. If you really want to get better at things, okay, go do it. When you first started dribbling a basketball, you sucked at it, right? I sucked at it. But now I can dribble a basketball without looking at it. I can go between my legs. I can go behind my back because I did it so much. It's like riding a bike. Anything you can think of, you can compare it to anything. Confidence is just a skill, right? You can work on anything. You can get better at anything. It's all just about going out and doing it. There's no way to simulate it. You just have to go and do it. Okay? There's no way to get around it. There's no secrets to being confident. I used to worry all the time about, what I was wearing. When I was in high school, I always wanted to make sure that I was wearing clothes that people would think were cool. Think about it. Think about the last time you were at school. Can you say what anyone was wearing? No. I can almost guarantee you that you can't. Okay? Because it doesn't matter. People don't care. People don't pay attention. People are so much more focused on themselves and in their own head than they are focused on what you're wearing. I promise nobody cares. Just go do whatever you want to, be confident and just go do things. Okay? That is how you're going to become confident. Most of the time, when people are self-conscious about things, it's either something that does not matter at all, that nobody is going to remember, that nobody, when I was in high school, right, I had such a small view on the world. That's all I saw was the people around me in high school, and that's all that mattered was my image, right? But I left high school. No one cares once you get out, right? When I got to college, nobody cared if I was popular in high school, if people liked me in high school. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't at all. But people think it does, right? And I don't blame high schoolers for thinking that because that's their whole view on the world. That's all they've ever known was the people around them. They grew up with them, things like that. But it truly doesn't matter. The other thing that people are oftentimes self-conscious about is things that they can't change, This is one of my favorite quotes ever is control what you can control and then leave the rest up to God. Because what are you going to do about things you can't control? Okay, there's nothing you can do. And worrying about them and being self-conscious about them is only causing you further problems, right? So why worry about it? Just forget about it, And most people, like I said, are more worried about themselves than they are about you. So all in all, I wanted to make this little talk because this is something that I feel so passionately about, and something that, I've gone through a ton of self-confidence issues, but you just got to know who you are. You just got to realize that everybody else is going through the same thing. Everyone else is thinking about the same stuff as you are. You're not alone in this way. You got to remember, just the more you go out and do things, right, the better that at those things you become, and the more confident you do doing those things. Okay? That's with every single thing in life. So I leave you with that. Go out there and do whatever you want to do. Go be the person you want to be. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Off the Court. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, please don't forget to leave reviews if you haven't yet. This helps us with engagement and helps us rank higher to make an influence on more basketball lives. I also strongly encourage you guys to check out our free ebook download that's 25 pages long, How to Unlock the Mental Side of the Game. I was a player that was constantly grinding and constantly working, and it was really hard for me not to see results from the amount of work I was putting in. But this ebook that I wrote dives exactly into those types of questions. I was completely ignoring the most important part of basketball, which is the mental side of the game. So the 25-page ebook that I wrote is for you guys to give yourselves a leg up on your competition and almost like a secret weapon. I call it the basketball cheat code. Also, check out our website, ctghoops.com. On there, we got tons of programs that you guys can download to make yourselves a better basketball player. We have the CTG Productivity Notebook, helping you guys become addicted to productivity. Of course, in-person training. We are located now in multiple cities. And then we have the CTG blog, free education on becoming your best basketball self. Lastly, follow all our social media pages at CTG Hoops, where we post multiple times a day, trying to make you the best player and person that you can be. All the links for these are down in the description below. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys check out all the other episodes of Off the Court, and make sure you're ready for next week's episode. I'm Coach Jack. We out, baby. Peace.